We sippin' slow, post some more. Yeah, we just sippin' slow. Lean, crush. We sippin' slow.
Thank you for sipping it slow. If you're new here, thank you for coming through here. All my old people, much love to you always. Okay, I broke my glasses. Y'all see that? I'm so mad because I love these glasses and they already don't stay up. Okay, let's talk about being grown. Okay, we're going to talk about being grown. First off, if you loving God and you are, this is not going to be no religious video either. But if you put God before your ego and your desires, you're going to be more successful. God is more important than your friendships, more important than your own desires. And if you trust Him and be able to stop doing things against them, then you'll notice that things change for you. Because I know I've done it. Okay? So that's the first thing. You got to put God first, and especially men. Because men, y'all have this, not all of y'all. I'm just speaking for some of y'all. Y'all operating from the chest down instead of the chest up. Okay? And it's bad. So the first thing you want to know what you need to do to know if you're grown or grown things. These are the grown things that you need to do to know that you are grown. Okay? And it's sad that we have to talk about this, but it's a lot of boy-like qualities in men still. Okay? You're grown when you stop watching porn. You seen one, you seen them all. Okay? And that lust demon, you can't feed it. So it's gonna keep um, calling you. Okay, one day you're ass man. Next day you a chest man. Then you're gonna start watching two women. Then you're gonna watch three, and then you're gonna start watching men's doing trains, and then you're gonna start liking men. It's gonna take you down a hole. I bet you are way more freakier than you were 10 years ago. Let's talk about it, okay? All right. And if you still get excited every time you see a female that has jiggly parts, you get too excited. You can't even focus. You change your tune. You're moving different. You acting all weird, and all your mind is on what she's talking about or what she's doing. You're gonna see so many in life. And if you still doing this, and you could imagine, okay, you as a teenager, never had none, and you still acting like that teenager, there's something is wrong with you. Your mind is not developing. Something is wrong with you, okay? Um, you're not changing nothing you're doing to appease a woman that comes into a room that's beautiful. I hate when I get a man off beat. That shows weakness to me. I don't like no man that act weird or pull out his money acting crazy just because he see me. He scam me and he just start acting up. Okay? Um, Especially when you with your woman. You staying in your moment, not changing to the other woman's moment. Okay? You have to stay in your moment. Okay? Whether it be you talking to her now you can't hear because you so focused on another female that you can't hear nothing that she talking about. You're not even responding right. And you don't even understand why you're doing it because you don't know that you're doing it. You are so caught in a moment that you don't even realize when you do it because you're so addicted to this behavior that you don't know how to change it. Okay? Um, or even if you by yourself, you're not changing who you are and what you're doing or how you acting because you are paying attention to her, and you hard at seeing uh what she's saying, like you just focus, so you just can't be a different person. Y'all know I don't do that good with notes, but I speak naturally in the mind, so I don't be writing this stuff down right. But it's just like you shouldn't have to change your beat of your drums. Say if you was drumming or you was playing an instrument, would you be able to keep on harmony or note if a female walk in the room? You probably couldn't. This is how you know you still have boy qualities and you are tripping. Okay? And women too. Y'all see money come in the room, y'all start talking in a kid voice or a sexy voice and acting all crazy just because you see a man. That's so childish. You should be able to see a man and continue on. I don't care how fine he is. To like a man for his body parts or how he look and how fine he is weird. Like you gonna see another man like this 10 years from now. Okay? So if you with that person, you end up with that person that you with now, and you see this again, you never gonna be in a relationship because you're gonna constantly see somebody who's better than the last person that you see. This is just the adversary trying to misdirect you or direct you in a bad direction. Like, and he's trying to get your attention because he knows what you like. So once you stop acting like this, he'll stop testing you so much, and it won't be so easy to get you to do things that you shouldn't be doing. Okay, so we gotta grow up. Okay, if you still acting like you 14 and you 30 or 40 years old, and you still act like you can't stand it when you see a woman, you got to act up, or you gotta reposition yourself or change what you're doing. Something's wrong with you. I don't care if she naked. Okay, it's just time to grow up, guys. Okay. I want all men to pay attention to the man in the room once a sexy woman walks through the room. Grown men, okay? Because any grown man in the room is going to look at that female scanner and not think too much of it and keep on talking and laughing and doing what they're doing. You know, you'll only see the man that's still with the 14-year-old mindset acting like loud and trying to get her attention before you do. Y'all just doing the same thing and y'all acting like a clown. It's just women that's boss women. We don't respect that at all. We love. There's nothing more better than a man that it can ignore a female that's tough. When we walk in a room and you don't budge on how you looking at us and you don't care, that's so attractive to a woman. Okay, if she walking, because some of us will be like, oh, I know he see me, let me walk by him, and you still don't say nothing. You may say hello and that's it and turn the other way. That's a perfect dude for us. Okay, we don't like them clown dudes that show us too much attention, or if we trying to sit down, they grabbing our chair and pulling it out for us because um they so in tune to what we doing. Sometimes you gotta ignore them. Okay, unless she come up to you and say hello, how you doing, and she polite and sweet. Though I'm talking about the women that act like they loud, they boisterous, they very ratchet, and they just what's up, what I'm saying, just talking crazy and just loud and want attention. Them is the ones you ignore. And even the ones that's soft and sweet, let her, when you say hello and she say hello, how you doing, and then you'll pull out her chair or whatever. Not if you with your female though. you know if she comes in a room and she's soft and sweet, you shouldn't even be paying attention to this woman like that. You shouldn't hear her voice, and you should not even look that way no more. Okay, you got to check yourself and act like you have seen women before. Why do you act like every time you see somebody that you cannot focus, and you act like you never seen a female? What is wrong with you? Something has to be wrong with you. Okay, because you realize they are trying to control you with it. Okay, so when you stop talking about body parts and women in sexual ways with other men or women, you grown. So they are trying to control you with it. Some people are so sexual and so in that spirit, that spiritual warfare, that they'll try to drag you in it just so you can be just as dirty and messed up as them, so they won't look like the creep. But y'all creepy. All of y'all. Anybody who has to talk about women and body parts all the time, something is sickening about you. And people ain't going to tell you. Most people ain't going to tell you that they got a disease or they already sick. And that's why that's all they can operate in, because they already filthy. Okay? So many people, you have so many friends around you, the ones that talking about sex all the time, that have diseases. I'm telling you, they have diseases that they have not told you about. And so this is why they're operating in it. And they hope that you get it too. For real. Because they want you to be just as filthy as them. That's why they keep throwing women or men at you. Okay? Um, you realize they are trying to control you with it, your boys and your girls, because they want to keep you down and addicted like they are. Some people play all the time, play on it all the time. They make you feel like, oh, let me tell you this. Oh, this girl is this. Look at this girl right here. Showing you, just trying to keep you in low vibration. I mean, it's time to grow up, y'all. I mean, if you still getting excited over body parts and you still are acting like you can't stop jacking off, you are in trouble in this world. And soon you will have the diseases that your friends have, okay? So I want the man to try this one for 1 year. Try not to touch your meat for 1 year to see how you do. I don't care. And see how much energy you wasted. Okay? See how positive you are and how much you are blessed with stop thinking it's sexual. And then after that year of not touching yourself, if you mess up in that year, you got to go another year until you can't, you got to conquer it. Okay? You got to do a full year before you know how this is affecting your life. Okay? And so if you make it 6 months and you mess with yourself again, start over. Until you can conquer a year, you will never know how perverted you are and how this obsession and addiction is messing up your life. Okay? And I'm telling you because all I was raised by men, and all the men that used to be perverted that changed their life, okay? They married, they having big money, they have more money than they ever had before. Their relationship is happy because the other woman don't have to worry about the other woman. You know, you can't get your stuff up because you are less than other women. For your wife, wants you, but you can't perform because you are jacking off. Okay? Get yourself together. It's not that deep. And once you pull yourself out of it, you will see how messed up you was, how your mind was playing tricks on you, and how horrible it is to your life. Okay? It just like taking salt away or sugar. Once you take that stuff away or you do a detox, you'll be like, damn, I didn't know I ate that much. I didn't know why I was eating that much. I ain't even hungry. You gotta detox the addiction of porn, sexual parts. You gotta detox. And once you detox, you are gonna change your life. I hope I helped you today. And if you're a woman and you got a man that needs to hear this, show him this video. I'm not trying to disrespect you, man. I'm trying to show you love. Don't get mad. Just if you get mad, it's because you can't stop it. You know? And one little change in your life like this, what if you change this and you become a millionaire because you don't look at women like this no more? What if you change this and you're a woman and you look at men for sex all the time? What if it changed your life? Okay? And men, you have to know if women are more sexual than you, most of the time they are sickly. Women don't operate in that kind of manner unless they feel like they are defeated in that. And they might as well just go on out. And they really, really willing to give you anything. You know, all these sex workers and all this stuff. You can't trust them. All right. You want a woman. It's time to get grown, y'all. And I'm not talking like this because I'm an older woman. I'm talking like this because it's a fact. And I know that, the grown men, the ones that's still sexually active too, they change their ways. Why is that? Why can't you have the mindset early to fix it and change your direction? Why can't you think like, wow, let me try it at least. and see if I feel differently about it. Why would you want to operate in that low life forever? What if that is the thing that you need to change for God to bless you more abundantly? Okay? So he's saying, I know that's the hardest thing for you. So if you just take that one thing away, because I know it's the hardest thing you've ever did, I'm really gonna bless you because I know how hard it is for you. I mean, it could be. And you might say, what if it's not? It ain't gonna hurt you. You ain't gonna die because you keep that stuff in your sack. You ain't gonna die. You might get a headache, the worst. You might have to stretch it out. And especially if you got a female. The worst thing gonna happen is that you're gonna desire her more. So let's do it, y'all. I pray for y'all. I hope y'all make it in y'all relationships. I hope I help somebody, just one, even if it's one person, change how they think about this thing and how they view women, and how they can use that energy that they placing on this low vibrational stuff and this low thinking of the mind, stinking thinking. That's what Nuri Muhammad say. Um, I hope I change you and make you feel like women are not objects. Women are not just, oh, I want to sleep with her. The only way that you can think like that with a woman, if you don't have respect for women. Oh, that's deep, ain't it? You cannot have respect for women if you're looking at women sexually every time you see them, or you letting them seduce you. You don't respect women enough. Okay? So learn how to respect your women. Learn how to restore the women, because women that see you looking at women differently, talking about women differently than everybody else, you're going to have to be the leader. Everybody ain't going to understand you. I don't want to talk about no women. I don't want to do that. Let's talk about something. What book have you read? When you start doing that, you are a real leader in your life. When you change, all the leaders have changed everybody's that's following their mindset. Okay? You're not a leader until you can lead and you can do something that nobody wants to do. And you can make people change the direction that they was going that's dark. Okay? If you can't make a person change their way of thinking and respect you when you come in the room, you're not a leader. If you fall into whatever you go in, any room you go in, you fall into whatever they doing. If they corporate, you corporate. If they talking about sex, you talking about sex. You're not a leader. You're a follower. And you will always be led in the wrong direction, and things will always drop, and drop for you. And I'm talking about, like, you will go down in status. You will always have to go up, go down, mountains, 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 because you are not on a straight path to your own vision and your own righteousness. You have to have a spiritual love for God more than your friends, more than your ego, and especially more than your sexual desires. If you can do that for God, God has something special for you. I'm off of here today. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And make sure you're sipping it slow. All right.
Never quitting. Turn my pain into power, now I'm on a mission.